Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop again this week. Yesterday, I actually went. 6 comics, 5 from my pull list, 1 I pulled off the shelf. Oh, and a 7th comic that I got in a subscription this week in the mail. But first, we'll start out with our top of the printer museum comics. We've got X-Men 110 and Nexus issue 20. There are those 2 I had on top of my printer looking at all week. And this one, Steve Rude. This is a little different. I think he's doing it different than his normal style here on this one. It's a little sketchier even. I'm not quite sure. It looks like he was going for someone in particular. I haven't seen this cover in so long, I'm not sure. And this cover, I completely forgot existed. I don't remember this issue 110. I remember the issues around it, but Warhawk, who's Warhawk? There's Warhawk, who looks a lot like Colossus in that little window there. And I'm like, the name is Warhawk, mutants. I'm going to slay you with your own danger room. There was a lot of stories where they're going to get slayed by their own danger room. But I don't remember this one specifically. I probably haven't read it since the 80s. I don't think I've read my John Byrne X-Men since the 80s. I probably haven't read this Nexus since I've been meaning to go back and read Nexus specifically for like 20 years now. But I haven't. Let me show you what came in the mail. It's The Sickness, Chapter 2. And I actually bought a subscription to this off the Uncivilized Books website. I don't know, back in March or something it was. It was a long time ago. It was like $30 for the subscription for like 4 or 5 issues, I can't remember. And that was the one, if you were among the first 200 people, they sent you like all 5 covers from issue number 1, which I got. But this actually came out like 2 months ago. I saw it at my local comic shop. I was like, where's my subscription copy? Well, after I got this, I got an email this week saying they've now outsourced to a subscription service, so we should be getting our comics in a much timelier fashion. Issue 3 just came off the press, they said, so it should be here soon. So I'm glad I got issue 2. This is by, who is it? Jenny Cha Nadler, Atsmain Lahu. A weird horror book. These are the ones who did I can't remember the name of the book. What was it? It was one where it took place in like the Canadian wilderness. It was this horror book. Something with darkness or something. I can't remember, but they did. I just kind of bought a subscription on a whim. Just because I wanted to try out their subscription service. And I liked that other series they did too. Let's see, we've got Spawn number 347, the countdown to 350. It's not on there, but I figured I'd tell you that. Still only $2.99, which is why I'm buying it. Big Spawn war going on. Script plot, Rory McConville. Todd McFarlane, additional script. Art by Carlos Barberi and Z. Carlos. That's new, that name. Z.E. Carlos. J. David Ramos on colors and Tom Orzechowski on the lettering. Big Spawn war going on between heaven and hell. All these spawns are involved. Angels, demons fighting for the throne of hell. These guys are invading these guys. The whole universe is at stake. Fun Spawn stuff. Then we've got, I'm not sure what this is. AWA 1 of 4 Red Light. There must have been something about it that caught my eye on the preview. Let's see. Written by Sarah Cho, illustrated by Priscilla Petrates, colored by Miroslav Mrva, lettered by Sal Cipriano. There's the credits over there. Oops, I'm covering up Sal's name. On one of them it said the erotic classic by so-and-so. I must have liked the art on it when I looked at the preview, so I don't know if I put all 4 issues on my on my pull list or just the first. I'll have to see, but I probably just figured I'd try out the first. I'm not a fan of that logo. Matter of fact, I'm not I think I think there were better covers to this. I picked the wrong one. Who did this cover? Variant covers, Frank Cho and Sabine Rich. I think the other one was the Frank Cho one. I don't know who's... Oh, this is Jeff Deckel. I mean, it's not terrible or anything. I just think the composition on it is a little off, and I don't think that logo is a little too literal for me. And whatever. We'll check out the comic. Here I am criticizing the cover for no particular reason except I was looking at it. Then we got Geiger, Ground Zero, issue number 1. I think this is a 2-issue series. I think this is there was already a Geiger series by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank and Brad Anderson. I think this is some sort of origin of him, or early, I don't know what it is. Another Geiger story. Nice cover stock on this one. So I figured I'd pick it up. I thought it was a one-shot. Then I don't know why I thought it was a one-shot. I only remember putting one issue on my pull list. I hope I put the second one on too, but it'll come in the email again anyway. I'll have a chance on final order cutoff. But yeah, this series has been a solid B for me. Not an A, but I'll take a B. Oh no, he's exploding. And then the very last issue of Time Before Time. I'll be sad to see this one go. I've enjoyed the whole series. And even last issue was sort of a very emotional issue. Looks like this issue is some sort of flashback to start it, because this lead character here was very sick. He was sick and dying of radiation poisoning from his time travel last issue. So I don't want to spoil too much for myself, but I've really enjoyed this series. It's been very, very good. I guess they're trying to make it look old and yellow, because yellowing around the... Oh, that's because it's the end of time. I see, that image must be him going into the time machine for one last time, hence everything is old and yellowed. And here's the one I picked up off of the stands. The Ministry of Compliance. Don't know what it's about. It's from IDW. This cover is by Ryan Sook. I have to say, I had a hard time. There was, I think, 3 covers, and they were all pretty mediocre. And I think that's just because she's in an all-gray trench coat and pantsuit. So they're all like these gray colors. I was just like, just not a very interesting outfit, I don't think. So it didn't make her very interesting. And it's like all 3 of the covers were her standing there, her waving her sword, her standing there, her crouching. And I was like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But I flipped it open and liked the inside art. It's also double-sized. It feels at least 48 pages there, and it was $6. Like I said, nice artwork. I guess she's some sort of ninja with a sword, because she's got a sword. There's some dead guys. Other than that, I know nothing about it. Does she work for the Ministry of Compliance? Is she the Ministry of Compliance? I don't know. Is that her nickname? Hi there. My name is the Ministry of Compliance. You can call me Mick. Or Mock. M-O-C. And let's see, the last one we got. Magazine size, another issue of The Forge. This is another one I've really been enjoying. I haven't seen anyone else show it on YouTube. I don't watch as many. There's not as many pull list videos as there used to be, or at least none that I've stumbled onto. Still plenty of comic videos, but I haven't seen a ton of weekly comic book haul videos. Magazine size, pretty pretty thick. And once again, I think it's at least 48 pages. How much was this one? Like $7. And there's also a lot of world building stuff in the back. What is it? Long distance marksmanship scorecard. One of the characters is a marksman, and it's got so there's world building stuff down in it. Where is it? The back maybe 8 pages are world building stuff, which I never read. May her vigilant gaze always rest upon us. Transcript excerpt from the keynote address to the 2171st Imperial Council on Divinity, Vicar Prime de Soto Corazol of the Temple of the Empire. Okay, I don't know what that all is. Like the Forged are this military team who are part of this Empress's empire in the future out in space. And there's space stuff happening. They just discovered some new dimension where there may be people trying to kill people in our dimension or something. But it's been good. It's mostly about the team, kind of this group of 5 women who are the military team. So it's good stuff. Now let me show you a little of my artwork. What did I get done this week? Dreams of Things 212. The 212 Manhattan area code, back when there was just one. There we go. I don't think it was this one I had my new markers on yet, with some new colors in it. But I like the way this one came. She's kind of in a ticker tape parade up there with, maybe she's on a float. Maybe that giant head is a float going down a ticker tape parade. I'm not sure. Like I said, I make these things and I'm not sure, but that's why I like them. I like the exploration of images, the finding of meaning. What do these dreams mean? We'll have to figure it out. One of my Gatsby pieces back there. I've shown that before. All right, there you go. Some comic books, some artwork, and you guys have a good week out there.